Hello you! You can now get yourself a Hello You mug and lots of other cool swag at the Geekism official store. Look good and support the channel at the same time. You'll find the link in the description. Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to another Planet Coaster update video. They keep putting this stuff out, it's fantastic. So we've just found out, I'm actually a day late, I was away yesterday, so I'm a little bit late to the party here, but yesterday we found out that 1.7 is coming along with a new DLC. We don't know anything about the DLC just yet, but they have give us a good idea of what's coming in the free update. That's usually how these things work with Planet Coaster. You get a free update and a paid DLC, and they usually come together and sort of work hand in hand. First of all, if you do enjoy this video, please let me know by clicking the like button, and if you'd like to see lots more Planet Coaster content here on the channel, all you have to do is click subscribe. So yeah, the 1.7 update looks really good, lots of nice features, stuff that I've been asking for in the game for a long time, so let's dive in. First of all, we have vending machines. These look really great. So we have five, I think they said five drinks machines, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be one for each of the drinks brands in the game. So Gulpy, Street Fox Coffee, what are the other ones? Pipshot and Cosmic Cow, and I can't think what the other one is. Anyway, yeah, but I think they said 4 or 5. That's really great. I've seen a few people say that they would love a billboard version of this, so one where you can actually skin it yourself. That'd be a nice feature as well. Personally, I'm a big fan of using the in-game brands as much as I can. The vending machines I've already made in the game, I used the Gulpy and the Pipshot brands because I kind of like that sort of world building that they have with the brands in the game. So I think these are really great. We also have another type of vending machine, which is a claw grabber. I don't know what you really call it, really, crane machine or whatever. You know, the sort of thing you put £1 in or a couple of dollars in, and you can move the claw and hopefully pick up a toy. And they're dead rigs, and the claw never works and all that. But yeah, that's what we're getting in the game as well. These again, it looks really nice. It's themed around King Coaster. They have said it's flexi-coloured, so you can change the colours of it. They haven't said whether we're going to have more than one style. Personally, I'd love to see a couple more of these, like Gulpy plushies and things like that, but at least the recolorable nature of them means we can have a bit of variation when we're putting a few of these next to each other. That's probably the only thing I'm not really happy about with these, is because of the game's sort of feature, how the game's put together. These work like shops, or more like ATMs, I guess, in the fact that people queue up for them and use them, which does mean they are working on the 4-meter grid system, so you can't really line these up. I'd love to have seen these work a little bit more like benches, but I can understand why they don't, because they have to bear in mind the base sort of the base sort of code there, and obviously these are being developed from things like ATMs and shops, so I understand why they have to work the way they do, although it does look a little funky when they're all lined up and they're quite spaced out, but I feel that with a bit of creativity we can make it work. Also, we have a recolorable staff, not the staff themselves, the outfits they wear. You can't have blue people or anything like that. But again, really nice feature. Probably something that should have been in the game a little bit earlier, to be honest with you, but really nice to have it. A few good things that I really like about this is each of the pieces of clothing themselves are individually coloured, so you can have shoes, shirts, trousers or shorts that they wear, and their caps as well are all recolorable with full colour options like all the flexi-colour in the game as well. This applies for both shop staff and also the security guards and janitors and all those as well. Really nice feature. Looking forward to getting into Pinewood especially with this, because a lot of the colours, they're not very realistic and also British friendly as well. Pretty much every theme park I've been to, the security staff, in pretty much anywhere actually, security staff all very much try and replicate police, so they're usually in black. Other ones in the game are in blue. They're a bit more of an American style, so I'm looking forward to changing the security guards to black and then just kind of toning the colours down on them all, rather than the janitor walking around the big blue dungarees. It can maybe be a sort of like a scruffy brown kind of colour. So yeah, really looking forward to getting in and changing those. And then we also have a new Instagram, basically, built into the game. Filters, or LUTs, I guess you could call them. City Skylines has them as LUTs. Basically, filters that go over the top of the game and make it look super pretty, and you can do lots of things with them. I'm really excited to have a look at this, actually. This isn't something I would have ever asked for, but seeing it actually looks like quite a cool feature. I think there's a lot of scope for different uses here. The one they kind of really played with on the reveal was that it's going to be great for content creators. Personally, I don't think it will be that great for content creators. Most of us, we're able to do this sort of stuff in our post-production and probably do it easier and with a little bit more nuance. So I don't actually think that's where it's going to be used the most. But personally, I can just see myself taking a little bit of saturation. If these things don't really affect affect performance much, which I don't think they should do, don't normally in games. If they don't affect the performance too much, I can just see myself just taking a wee bit of saturation out for Pinewood, just kind of toning it down a little bit, making it a little bit more grey, a little bit more grim, to kind of get that British feel about it. And also, apparently, these can now be triggered as well using the new day-night trigger that we got in the last update. So I think there's going to be a lot of scope there for some dark rides. You can do some really crazy stuff where, as you sort of, like, especially like spooky areas, you can have everywhere go sort of purpley and, really high contrast and stuff like that. So I think people who are a lot more creative than me when it comes to their videos are going to be able to get some really cool effects out of these. So yeah, nothing I would have ever asked for, but we're very happy to see it come to the game. And the last one, personally, I think is quite a big one, really, and it's something that people have been asking for ever since launch. And all the videos I've seen that mention it are like, oh yeah, it's fine. But this is actually quite a big deal. That is we're now able to group scenery without being as part of a building, which is fantastic. People often ask me in my videos, why do I place the little post down first? That's because to move all the scenery together once it's placed down, it has to be part of a building, else it becomes very difficult to do. I've even got videos from way back, at launch, our top 10 videos that talk about how to make scenery pieces joined with buildings. But now you're going to be able to group them together without a building piece as part of them, which is really good because having building pieces in them means they only work on the one axis, they only work on the Z axis. But now we're going to be able to move groups of scenery on the Y and Z axis. Going to be a really, really great feature. Again, something I'd love to really should be in from the start, really, and it's going to probably be one of those ones where you have to kind of relearn a little bit and remember it's there now, it's coming in. But really awesome to see them finally figure that out. So that's what we have coming in the free update. We've got no release schedule yet. They have said that they're going to announce the DLC next week. They've done this a little bit of a different way around. Normally they come together, but this whole doing the free update first and then DLC, I actually think it's quite a good idea. Show people what they're getting for free first, and then show them what they can also pay for if they want to. I think is probably the best way of doing it. So next week we'll see DLC. They have said that this sort of stuff ties in a little bit with the DLC, and in the past as well, the free updates have kind of tied in a little bit to what we get with the DLC. So it's going to be interesting to see what we get. I don't want to do too much speculation because it usually ends up you being disappointed, but with sort of vending machines and claw machines going into the game, I wouldn't be surprised if the DLC is maybe sort of carnival, boardwalk, fun fair kind of themes that would definitely go with the sort of more planar flats that they've been doing later, more recently as well, and would also open up for a few of the coaster types that are missing, that a lot of people are asking for. They kind of fit with the whole sort of fun fair theme as well, so it would be nice to see. The only other thing I think of note that was mentioned in the Twitch stream is that this, apparently, according to Sam Denny, spoiler Sam, he said that these vending machines have kind of opened the door a little bit for new ideas and new gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. So I can definitely see these heading towards becoming arcade machines or like midway games. So the way he said that would suggest that that sort of stuff isn't coming in the DLC. But maybe that, they've now got the sort of base there for them to be able to work on in the future. I don't know. I'm going to be excited anyway. Next week we find out a DLC. We'll be covering it here on the channel as well. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments. And if you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at John T. Sparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so on our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.